Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Florida, where it is hot, humid, and I just knocked out a 6-mile bike ride. It's been a few weeks since I've been on the bicycle, and I can definitely tell. Been a few weeks since I've been in this weather. I can also definitely tell. It is sweating profusely. Anywho, it's Friday. This is episode 131, I believe, and I have no idea what we're doing today. I know we gotta go to the grocery store, but we're gonna have to have a meeting with Granny Ma Badger and figure out where we're at, what needs to be done, what needs immediate attention, what we can do later. But we gotta make a plan, because right now I don't have a plan. I just know we have a lot of stuff to do, and I need a list of things I need to do and how important they are. So with that being said, it's time for some coffee and to figure out what we're doing next. I'll let you know when I know. See you in a few. All right, guys. Today was interesting. Like, nothing went the way we had planned. Mama Badger's computer broke, so we ordered her a new computer. It'll be here tomorrow, but her computer was not working today, so we were trying to get everything off of her old computer so we can put it on her new computer tomorrow. And so that just kind of blew a huge hole in our day. But, you know, I don't know why, I tend to post stuff that really, like, upsets people. And when I post it, I just think, that's kind of funny. Today I posted, you know, for your next motorcycle loan, you should go get a student loan before you buy your next motorcycle. Follow me for more financial advice. And I just thought that was funny because, you know, the whole student loan forgiveness thing. Personally, I have zero control over that. It doesn't matter whether I like it or I don't like it. They're going to do whatever the fuck they want to do, and I'm going to pay for it. I mean, that's just the truth. There are a lot of other things that I don't agree with, and they're just going to do them, and I'm going to pay for them. That is where we're at. That is just the truth of life, period, plain and simple. It's been that way for the last, 20, 30 years? I mean, I don't know why people feel like that's going to change. It's not. We may get some little benefit here or a little benefit here, but the truth of the matter is we're trillions of dollars in debt, and somebody's going to have to pay that. And I don't care who becomes the president, they're not going to be able to change that. They might be able to lessen it, but they're not going to be able to change it. And then they're only going to be a president for so long, and then somebody else is going to get in there, and so on and so forth. And this is the way it's went for years and years, which is why I don't talk politics or religion, because everybody's going to see it a different way. Here's how I see it. I am making my bills. My kids are surviving and thriving, although it's not as good as it used to be. It is what it is, and I have taught them that you have to deal with that, right? Here's my philosophy. Either deal with it or change it. If you're not doing anything to change it, then you're just going to have to deal with it. Bitching about it is not going to change it. Whining about it is not going to change it. That's like anything in life. Oh crap, here we go. Soapbox time, right? So if you want a better job, go get it. Whatever that takes, right? Maybe it takes, for an example, maybe it takes digging ditches for a year by hand before they let you get into the heavy equipment and you have the job you're looking for. Do you see where I'm going with this? A lot of times there's a grind. I don't know whatever happened in our society for us to think that we should just get the top of the line job and that's the way it should be. I've never seen it work like that. Somehow we've got this imagination that, you know what, I deserve the very best. And you know what, you do deserve the very best, but you also have to earn the very best, right? If you want something, go get it. There is nothing stopping you but you. Don't blame anybody else for your failures or your losses. Stop it. Because when you're wasting energy trying to find somebody to blame, or trying to find an excuse as to why it's not happening, you could be focused on changing, tweaking, tuning, whatever it takes to make whatever it is that you want to happen actually freaking happen. You know, we hear it all the time. Man, it sure must be nice to just ride your motorcycles around the country and get paid to do that. And you just are so lucky. I'm not lucky. I had a fucking plan. Like, we sat down and said, all right, we want to do this. Let's make a plan. We sat down and wrote down a business plan. We want it to work this way, and this way, and this way, and that gave us a basis. Now, we followed that basis, but we tweaked it and tuned it as we learned, as we went along. But we had a plan. That is the problem. Everybody just wants it to fall out of the sky and woohoo, look at me. That doesn't happen. At least that doesn't happen very often. It may happen to 1 or 2 people in the world, but it sure as hell has never happened to me. Everything that I've got or done is because I wanted to do it, I made a plan to do it, and trust me, I have failed plenty of times. I can go down my list of failures. But when I failed, I didn't just pack it in and quit, right? I licked my wounds, I got back up, and I went at it again. Guys, I've said this before. I don't think I've ever lost as much money as I lost in the Mac tool business. You know what I did? When I got rid of the Mac tool business, I went back to being a mechanic. I left being a mechanic to be a tool guy because I thought that was where my future was. When that didn't work out, I went back to being a mechanic. But not only was I a mechanic, I was throwing newspapers. Guys, I'm 30 fucking years old. I am tossing newspapers, getting up at 2 in the morning and working till 6, going to the shop that I work at, sleeping in my truck for a couple of hours, and then working all day, going home, eating, seeing the kids, sleeping for a couple hours, and doing it again. Because I was in a shitload of debt and my business was shit and I got rid of it. But you know what I did after a few months of that? I started researching, all right, so what's next? And that's where I came into the credit card processing business. So I went to work for a company, and the company said, look, if you will sell this many units a month, we will make you a manager. And then when you become a manager, we'll hire people and we'll put them underneath you, and you will manage them, and you'll make money off of them. I was like, that's fucking fantastic. I'm in. First month, I hit that goal. All right, guys, I'm ready to be a manager. No, we're not quite ready for that yet. We need you to do it again. I did it a second time. Same story. No, we're not making you a manager yet. I quit. I figured out, I spent 2 months under them and I learned how it worked. And then I went out and I got my own contracts with the credit card processing companies so that I could provide the services that I was providing with this company directly to them. And I cut that company out. And basically I went equal with that company and did my own thing. What I could have done was I could have got mad and I could have quit and I could have just given up and said, you know what, that's just a joke, I'm moving on. I did that business for, well, I still have that business. Next year will be 20 years. 20 years that I've had that business. And now I do the whole social media thing and I ride motorcycles and that's freaking awesome. But none of it came by accident. And nothing's going to come to you by accident. So, if I ever give you any advice that you hear and you take, if you want it, go do it. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to provide it for you. Don't count on that. So figure it out. Watch some videos, read some books, whatever it takes. Find somebody else that has done what you've done, and they've already basically created the roadmap for you. So once you have the roadmap, just adjust it to where you want to go. Anywho, that was not how I expected this video to turn out, but that's it for today. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. This might be a little depressing for a weekend video, but it is what it is. We're taking Saturday and Sunday off because we're going to be gone next weekend in Alabama, so we're definitely working next weekend. So I don't know what we're doing. Sunday is Mother's Day, so we're doing whatever Mama wants to do. I need to get out here and get the bikes all cleaned up and ready to go to Alabama. They're good for oil changes and all till I get back from Alabama. So we'll just clean them up and get ready to go. Anyway, that's it, guys. We will see you all tomorrow.